All right, Judy boy, you got a bit of a dilemma, a bit of a decision, a bit of a multi-choice situation for us.
That's right, boys. Something happened to me this week, which I needed to break down on the show today. It was an issue between me and Joey.
Yes, it tore the family apart this week.
The family was in ruins.
Yeah.
There was the battle of the bedrooms, wasn't it?
Is this become a Judge Jakey?
Okay. This could be a judge.
be.
It's become a Judge Jakey. I don't know.
I don't mind.
Where is it? Where is it?
Hey!
That's right, boys. I got out of the shower a couple days ago.
Yeah.
3 inches.
And I went down to my bedroom to grab some deodorant. Oh, no deodorant in my spray can. I was livid. But luckily, I live with Joe. So I went down the hall and said, Joe, can I borrow some deodorant? And he offered me, we didn't offer me, he said, no, I've only got roll-on deodorant.
Okay.
And I turned my nose away from him because I much prefer spray deodorant than roll-on deodorant.
That's fair enough. Joey, how long have you been running with the roll-on alternative?
Hi guys, my name is Joe. And I'm a roll-on guy. That's right. I changed over to roll-on. I'm now running with the Dove roll-on.
Wow.
It's Dove for men.
Which must be the most gentle. That when
Dove
you roll
for
on,
men.
like there's roll on, which is meant to be quite gentle
when
on
they
the
have
skin.
to say for men.
For men. It's great. It's very cool looking. It's
when you know
I've
it's
actually
not for men.
because I'm running low.
Here we go.
I've got 3 coming tomorrow.
Oh my God. You buy them off Amazon, don't you?
Yeah, $4.
Wow, wait. So
Right. And they come the next day. I bought them today.
roll on is meant to be, probably the more alternative and gentle alternative
It's
to spray.
And the reason why
But Dove is the gentler alternative
Yes.
to everything. So in my mind, the roll-on, the Dove roll, a normal roll-on is just like a cylinder, right? It's a little round ball. I reckon a Dove roll-on would almost be 2 pursed lips going.
yeah, it's
It's
even
got to be
shaped,
so sensitive and gentle for our little boy.
It's even sort of
It's
shaped.
just a wet tongue.
It's even shaped in a way where it's kind of ergonomic.
Oh,
Of course it is.
Very
Yeah.
nice.
All
Very
the
nice.
crevices.
Yeah, so I switched over to a roll-on because I was afraid of the environmental impact of spray.
How many years ago would you have switched?
Well, you got to stop doing spray painting down at the old train station.
Yeah, because I do the
roll on.
yeah because the
He's doing the. He's just got the actual.
because I realized that the spray can have quite bad environmental impacts.
Yeah.
Because I would go out into the bush with it with a lighter and just fucking let rip. It's a lot harder to start a bushfire with a roll on.
Not impossible, but
Oh yeah, it's almost like I lay down a giant match.
Yeah.
You know, like the bit that you strike the match on.
Yeah, and you
and
roll.
I'll just run the roll on and hope for the best.
How long have you been using for the 4th time? How long have you been using roll on?
Quite a while now.
That's not a
Oh
time.
my God! For
3
someone who
years?
have you noticed? For someone who works in data, stats, and math,
Hates Matt.
I
Hates numbers.
ask so many questions that I need like just a number, and he will just say words. How long?
Like 2 or 3 years.
That's not long.
Oh, that isn't long. I would have thought it was longer than that.
Maybe it was longer.
because I've been
4
out.
years.
I've been out of here for 3. You definitely.
Yeah.
I thought you had been doing the roll on before then.
You're a
Yeah.
spray. Joe used to love Lynx Apollo.
I did, yeah. I also
That
I
was
like,
Joe's signature scent.
I liked
The
it because
Creed, the Apollo Creed.
Yeah.
I wanted an antiperspirant, but you know the spray, like you buy a Lynx and it's antiperspirant or a Rexona.
Does that mean you hate
Anti-
perspirant?
Very anti it at the moment.
Yeah.
You spray it and then it's like you get that white
Yeah.
powder shit. I'd be like,
Ruins
what
your
is
shit.
going
Yeah.
on?
Yeah.
I'm like Jake in New Zealand.
All
I
right.
don't know what that means.
Boys, here,
So,
Just no.
okay.
here's the,
Dandruff.
Yeah, that.
here's the one
dealt with
reason why I don't think I'll ever switch over to roll-on deodorant.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's solely due to the casualty of it. Because
the casualty.
what?
the roll-on could have...
Did someone die?
No, but okay. If the roll-on is ever once exposed to an armpit, which isn't freshly out of the shower,
Yeah.
then this is evidence as well. Then it picks up sweat, skin cells, and bacteria, which will then go back into the bottle,
No, that's a good
thus
shout.
contaminating the product. So you have one error
One,
in you,
yeah.
but the spray, you can do it all day long.
Yeah.
It is sort of the equivalent of, let's imagine you get a ketchup bottle, right?
Yeah.
And then
And
out
you
of no,
rub it in your armpit.
no, and then one day someone pisses in it, right? And then from that day forward,
You can't
don't-
use the ketchup anymore.
Well, but you do because you don't know, so you just keep using it, and you go, the ketchup
Oh, it's
might
a bit-
have gone off.
It's a bit more like someone was using it and the hand was bloody.
yeah.
Oh,
And then you don't
It
know
could
which
be
one's
bloody.
well,
blood.
they've dunked the old bloody fingers
Yeah.
in there.
Also, Joe, so say like you have deodorant in your gym bag, right? And then you go to the gym, and then maybe you're going out to like see a friend after or just do something. Like you go to the
we'll
shop.
take that back. He's never doing that.
I've
That's
never gone to the gym nor had a friend.
And then you need to go out after, but you don't have time to hit the showers.
What do you
can't-
do?
You can't put the roll-on on because it will get contaminated because the
there's a bit-
spray can last forever.
There's been multiple times where I have it's not that bad, and you don't have the opportunity to throw some water down.
Yeah.
So you just throw the spray straight on.
Yeah.
But with the roll-on, you don't really have that.
You don't have that luxury.
You need so much to
Oh,
like
yeah.
dilute it down.
You need to shower before using roll-on to keep it fresh, but the spray will last forever.
The spray's great at masking. Sometimes you can just spray clothes, but if you went up to my shirt and
you
just started
can't.
rolling
No, you
it, just started rolling it on there, that would look terrible.
But-
yeah. So
But the only thing is the roll-on is actually more effective for the antiperspirant aspect.
So there was a lot of questions. Oh, answer them
3.
one by one. The going to the gym and then going to see a friend
Yeah.
literally has never happened. Will never happen.
What? Yeah, but it's not. You go to the shops or something. Surely once you've gone to the gym and you have gone out
Have you
after
never done
without
that?
going to the showers.
People in high school, for example,
I'll come home. Yeah.
I used to have a couple of people at high school would use roll-on, and that's fine, good on them. But we would play sport, no shower, roll on, back into math, and you're like,
That's
I know how sweaty you are.
That's
'cause
weird. Yeah.
I can see it under your arms, mainly.
on your
I
back.
do get what you mean because sometimes if something like that happens where it's like, yeah, you're not like fully sweaty enough to have a shower, but then also because the deodorant I have, it's deodorant. It's not like you don't you don't lather up your arm and then people are like, God, he smells good. So what I do is it's more of that's to
It's a
block,
first layer.
and then I do the cologne
Yeah,
for
yeah.
the smell.
What I want to bring up to you here really quickly, lads, is because this is roll-on, right? So you're talking about it's a liquid in the bottle, and then you've got like a little
Yeah.
hot.
It's like those
hot circle
it's
on
like
top.
Those, you get those sour lollipops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a thing, and I've done that. Not as good with the Dove.
So, so the roll-on thing, like it's made of plastic or something, and it's basically the only reason it's there
Yeah.
is so that it rolls
It's like it's a mouse.
the liquid.
Like an old
Yeah,
mouse.
yeah. So it rolls the liquid from the inside to the outside, right?
Yeah.
I used to use a
this is
Old
interesting.
Spice stick.
Oh, the wax stick.
Yes. So it looks like that. So this is what the
Oh.
actual bottle used to look like.
Old
and then inside
Spice.
of it, it actually looks like sort of like a bottle of wax, right?
Yeah.
Really good. Smelled elite. Really liked it. Do you remember we used to use
Yeah.
this?
So do they come out?
So it comes out like that. So it looks like a...
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of
My
what...
thing with that,
It's almost like a.
it's like a very steep oval shape, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what I used to use it heaps and
It's almost
heaps
like
and
a
heaps.
zinc thing.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
close. I used to use it quite a bit until Mum complained because obviously hot summers. I still do wear a lot of white shirts, but a lot of hot summers, I would be sweating and then I would use that, or I would use that and then sweat, and it essentially turned my underarms into a paste. That was just
Yeah.
immediately melting onto my shirt. So my underarms they smelled great, but the texture was a bit like glue.
Yeah. I could
And
imagine.
that immediately
You
started.
putting on too much?
No, I don't think.
my thing with like
Straight liquid hit it. It just became like
Yeah.
this soluble shit.
my thing with the roll on and the wax thing doesn't it causes a lot of friction with the hair, doesn't
Yeah.
it? Like whenever
Do
I've
they ever
used
get
something
tangled?
like that,
You're a pretty hairy
Yeah.
operator.
Yeah. What do you guys think about the armpit hair?
I like it. It's there to stay.
Yeah.
What about
What's
hair?
this
It's
gonna be?
interesting. Hey.
Would you get rid of it? Would you ever get rid of your armpit hair?
Never thought about it.
What you should do if you want a quick and easy way to do it, you do that. You just put your elbow up in the air as
Yeah.
though you're going to get rid
and then
of it.
you get the
and then
spray.
Riley can get the
match.
Riley can get the match and the spray.
And then sort them out.
Yeah, exactly.
With a bit of roll on.
Yeah, exactly. Gillette, the best man in.